Here we go. Ticknock, mad MTB, NPS. So take a right in here at the post. Plenty of lines there. Down over the bit in here, quite slippy, mind the tree, a jump. There's a left line there for people who don't want to take the jump. Down through a little forest section. Left-hander, tight left-hander hairpin here. And then onto the first climb. So, Mad MTB presents round 3 of the NPS 2019, 2nd of June. So food stop will be here on the right, so you can have your bottles there. Take a right turn here. Just pump it hard up into Tom's and begin a descent. Down over the steps. Very loose. It's been very dry for the last while, so everything is very loose. Let's take it nice and easy. Keep the corner smooth. Little jump there if you want. Jump the little step. Down onto the bridge. Saddles up and begins the long climb. So here you have a choice of the A line straight and the B line to the right. Very slippy, hard to get grip when you're standing. Whew. Feeling it already. So if there's a crowd coming up here, you can choose the B line. Might be a bit quicker, but the A line is more direct. B line coming out there. So nice and smooth, very dry, marbly Tom's climb. Check out the sights as you go along. So a few kind of little rock gardens along the way. Plenty of overtaking here, quite a wide track. Plenty of chances to overtake. Into the left-hander here. Back 180. And flattens out. So while you're here, take in the nice views through the trees, all newly planted, over the bay, over Dublin, and also try and see where you're going. Slight incline, but fairly flat, not very technical. It's very dry at the moment. Oh, we have a long way to go yet. So anyone who did this course 2 years ago will remember this climb So now we rejoin the walkers trail, so just be aware of walkers here, be polite. Plenty of overtaking here. If you still have the legs on you, go for it. It's a good wide trail here. You might get some walkers. Let's give way as you're practicing. And that's the end of the first climb. Onto the fire road. Next climb is Eurosceptic. So again, if you have the legs, start beating it down here, because it's all single track for a while. Plenty of walkers here. Let's see what we do. Hello. Hiya. Hiya. Oh. Hey Emily. Oh, sorry. Hey. Knew one of the people there, I think. Alright, continue on. That's as big a group as you'll ever meet up here. So we're going to be hitting Eurosceptic pretty soon. So all climbing. Here we are, hanging left off the fire road, right into Eurosceptic. Pretty slippy on these bends. It's been very dry, so they're pretty, front wheel washes out a bit. And continue on. So it's just climb here all the way for the next few minutes. So it's just single track all the way. You can overtake, but you probably have to battle past on the climb. For anyone who wants to know, I'm on a Canyon Exceed hardtail and I do not have a dropper post, so it's saddled up all the way for me, which is an advantage in some parts with the hardtail and a disadvantage in other parts. So no cutting the corners, so nice and wide here, and just continue on. Little rock garden. A 180-degree turn there, almost. Another nice, almost hairpin turn here. Again, very loose gravel. Another little rock garden. Hopefully I'll get around before the sun sets. It's now almost 9 o'clock in the evening. As you can see, this is a long climb and there's more still to go. So rock garden coming up. I see some people have taken a line on the right there, which is smoother, but you have to go off piste a little. Another sharp turn here, so you'll be able to see as you're coming up to these turns riders up ahead. Might give you some motivation to push it on. Just up, another little rock garden. Not much to climb left on Eurosceptic, but there's still some technical climb left. Time for a drink. Ooh, bit went down the wrong way there. So we're coming up to the turn off the Eurosceptic. 2 lines here. There's this inside line, and then there's the left line. Let's avoid that rock. 2 lines here again. Nice smooth outside line, and a rooty inside line. And then make your way up here. And look for the smooth lines along the grass. That's the best options here. So this is the technical climb, and hopefully I can stay on my bike for this, because after you're on your last lap, I'd imagine this is going to kill. So try not to get too bogged down in all the rocks. These smooth lines are fairly new. I don't think they were here for the last NPS. Crossover, smooth line on the other side. So this is also a walker's trail, so give way when you can, when you're practicing. So I missed a fairly good line there. Let's see, you could ride this 100 times and never take the same line. A bit of wind. I don't know what temperature it is, but I'm in a shorts and a t-shirt. It's pretty warm, but it's nice to have that cool wind just to keep you that little bit cooler. We've made a few puddles along here. Generally this is very wet. If it rains, expect it to be wet. Nice smooth section here now for a little while, and then last bit of a climb up ahead. So nice and smooth here. You can put the hammer down if you have the legs on you. I have to talk, so no hammering today. Bit of a fake line to the right there. It looks good, but I don't think it is. So just a little bit of water, which isn't too bad. Whoa, it certainly wets you. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm wet now a bit. Oh well. Bit of rock garden there. Now it gets a bit rocky again, so speed and smoothness is your friend up here. Be careful of pedal strikes. I've hit my pedal a few times already, but hey, that's mountain biking. So a little bit rough again. I guarantee you on your last lap, oh, I'm unclipped. There we go. I just hit a rock there which unclipped me. Bad timing. So this is definitely a place where it gets rough. So this section here will be filled in. We're going to take some of these rocks, put them in here, so don't worry about having to jump that bit or ride it. Okay, so we're nearly at the top. Took a bad line there. So the next section is a downhill rocky descent. We still have to fill in some of it, so it's not quite finished. This is where my hardtail saddle up is a disadvantage. So watch out for the sneaky little lines left and right. There's nice smooth lines on some of these and then not on others. So oh, it's not nice having your saddle and chasing a bird at the same time. So keep an eye out left and right for those nice smooth lines. It's rocky then. We'll be filling most of that in. Whoa. And then here a berm at the end, and we turn right up the hill. So this widens out. We'll probably be sharing this with riders, so just be aware. Marshals will be there to stop them, but up here we turn left. This isn't normally part of a trail. We're going in reverse, so when you're practicing, maybe head down left from the berm, but this is just to show you what way the trail is going. So just bear in mind, we're going in reverse. So I'm just going to take my time in case I meet any riders coming up. You feel it kind of hip, little jumps on it that you can have a little fun with, but that'll be flat out on race day. So here we turn right down the hill, and for a little surprise, so just be careful here. This is very loose, very loose. So we have an A line and a B line up here going into satellite. So we're going to take the A line. Whoa. Again, saddle doesn't help, and into here. So the B line was on the left. We came in there. Woo. Woo. A little jump there for anybody that wants to take it. So I'm going to take it easy here, as I'm talking more than anything. And there's a small little jump here. It's the best line, I think. And then over to the left into this little single track here. So there's plenty of lines on that. Stop and scope it out. It's a bit dark now, so you may not be able to see that. So we'll go left up here. So anybody who knows satellite, we're not going all the way to the bottom. We're going left up towards the fire road. some more climbing here. This is a new section that we've added in. So up we go into a bit of single track. So you can push it here, and then if you're behind anyone here, you're going to be behind them before about 50 meters or so. So this is a new section we cut out only recently to take us out of Satellite. Up over that, off the other side, and over. And that's it. So this whole section here is all an extra piece added in. Oh. So again, plenty of lines up here for a little bit of overtaking if you can sprint it. If it's wet, this is going to be pretty sloppy, but today it's super dry. So the previous race would have come out just there and then turned up here. So now we're back on to the old course. So once we climb this last section, that's pretty much all the climbing done. So again, I look over, you can see Tree Rock with its aerials. So up here, and then we're heading into the right. So on this trail, there's a couple of new water bars at the end of this trail, so just be careful. We're going to build them up for the race, so they can just be rolled over. So you're passing the walkers track here, just look left and right, make sure there's no walkers coming into the forest. Short little trail down, a bit blind in the dark, hope you can see it, and then go down into this section. Tight left-hander, little berm, and then immediately into the right. So this is a new section. The other section was felled and we cut this out only last week, so it's quite loamy at the moment. There's quite a lot of roots. If it's wet on the day, this is going to be carnage, but this is wearing in nicely, and this comes down onto the end of Eurosceptic, so just check nobody coming on Eurosceptic. Very good. And just head down to the end of Eurosceptic. I love this bit. Yeah, let's keep it open. Oh yeah. Tight left-hander, and then out, over, and into the Trench of Terror. Two lines here, left line is best. It goes straight in and down. Out the end, just be careful. You're out onto walkers again, onto Fire Road. Just be careful there's no walkers when you're coming out of there. So in left, King's Highway. So this gets rattly. Oh boy. It starts smooth. Just be careful, it's very barbely along here. Up, around, down. You lose a lot of grip there. Down, around, oh yeah. Hard braking. In there, in left. Whoa, nearly lost my wheel there. Straight down. Some good lines here, and there's multiple lines coming into this forest. You can go left, you can go right. The easy line is to the right. I'll take the easy line over that route and around. So hopefully you can see. It's very dark for me, so I'm hoping you can see on the camera. So as you come further down this trail, don't be tempted to go straight on here. Take a left. You'll see the trail, just keep an eye out for it. And this just weaves in and out of the trees. Really nice. Nice and loamy. Oh yeah. Nice little drops. So make sure at the end of this trail you're in a nice low gear, because you're going to be climbing Goober's Heart Attack just here. Oh yeah. This is a hell of a climb. So into a really low gear, it's a real opportunity to make up a bit of time. Some people tend to falter there, and we're left into the last section, the last wooded section. So we're going down the bridge, up, keep going straight on. You see the little yellow marks in the trees until you hit a natural berm. Take a left of this berm, and then you see the arrow, and keep high. See the marks in the trees. Let's head down to the right. I usually get lost in here, and just down and follow those yellow marks, and they'll bring you into this section here, which goes down and up. There's more yellow marks. Let's follow those through the trees, and an arrow right. Let's hit it right here, and we're going into the first bus stop. Okay, and down. Be careful coming over here. There's a very tight turn at the end of it. It doesn't go straight on. Back over here, just keep an eye out for people coming down Kitty's Highway. Nice jump, woo! Down there into the bus stops. Up and around. Yep. Nice tight turns in here and back up. And then we come out at the very finish. And here we are. And a race up to the finish line all the way. Sprint it up here. Keep sprinting. And here we have the village area and the finish. So all in, without pushing it, just taking it at a nice easy pace. I was 27 minutes and 6.5 kilometers. So that's pretty much it. Any questions, I suppose, just post them, and we'll get back to you when we can. Thanks for riding with me. Woo!